how over 1,200 pieces of legislation are now signed into law with the new year. KSBY News reporter Asia Gore joins us live in the newsroom with a wrap-up of some of the laws you need to know. Good morning, Asia.
Morning, Christina. By now you've already heard that smoking is banned on California state beaches, and people who drive for Uber and Lyft are now considered employees. But here are some of the other important laws to know about.
In the midst of a resurgence of measles cases in California, parents who disagree with mandatory vaccinations took their protest to the state capitol last fall. But a new law now makes it more difficult for students to receive an exemption. Doctors who write more than 5 exemptions in a year will face review by state health officials. And California residents must have health insurance, otherwise they now face a fine, much like the part of the Affordable Care Act nixed by the Trump administration. Penalties kick in after taxes are filed in April 2021. Sale of products containing microbeads, those little particles in face wash and toothpaste, now banned in California. Legislators say the tiny plastics pollute waterways. And starting in August, students K through 5th grade no longer face suspension for disrupting class or willful defiance. Students in grades 6 through 8 will be included by 2025. The civil statute of limitations for childhood sexual abuse allegations now extended by 14 more years. The change means victims up to age 40 can file suit. And with the new year, no new contracts to use private for-profit prisons in California. Though prison corporations are suing to block the law, it asserts no for-profit prisons may operate in California by 2028. And the California Act to Save Lives limits the use of deadly force by law enforcement. Police can now only use deadly force when it's deemed necessary instead of the previous standard of reasonable.
And another bill signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom requires school leaders to provide a lunch to a student who has an overdue lunch account, and it also prohibits shaming. Live in the newsroom, I'm Asia Gore, KSBY News.
Thank you, Asia. And for a closer look at these laws and links to the bill text, visit our website, ksby.com.